So a very mixed chapter of Fairy Tail this week. What's up everybody, Panda here to bring you Fairy Tail chapter 315 review. I feel like I'm just getting back on the track where I feel like I don't really like the series no more, because, okay, I'm just gonna say it that the start of this chapter I absolutely freaking hated. Like, it was just so much wasted potential, I guess you could say. And it was such a build-up, not for just that chapter, but for the series as well, in a certain fight, that just felt like that ended out on a bullshit note. Um, but then the next part of the chapter was, like, the second half of it was really, really good. So it continues off from, like, last chapter, as we say, Kagura went to swing her sword, and, like, Erza was like, "I'm sorry." And out of nowhere, like, she just freaking pulls up a sword saying that I cannot die yet. Like, I can understand you trying to block that attack, and I can understand that. But this is apparently a legendary sword that Kagura has. And Kagura did absolutely jack. She cut Erza like a normal, just like that. If you're gonna build up a sword like that, and it only does a cut, then what was the point? Because I thought there was going to be more meaning behind the sword than that. Like, there was a reason why she never drew out her sword, and she seems more powerful without the sword. Like, when she was just doing that non-lethal style against Yukina. Um, it was that fight was such bullshit. It fucking was bullshit on bullshit. It was like, I freaking hated that fight. And then, sort of like, we find out, like, after, like, because Erza knocks her down, and, like, the building's about to collapse on her, Erza pushes out the way, and she's got all this rubble on her, and she's saying, maybe not, like, I sort of remember you now. You're from Rosemary, Rosemary Village, which where the chapter gets its name from. So, and this is where the chapter I find gets actually good, is where we find out the whole, like, a little bit more about Erza's past and Kagura. Kagura was actually in the same village as Kagura, and what happens is, like, she was crying because she couldn't find Simone. So Erza actually dragged her out, and she, like, she put Kagura in this box saying, like, you gotta hide here, like, I think wait for the others, and say, what about you? It's like, I'll find another place to hide, and Erza got herself caught, so Erza could have, like, hide it in there, but instead she let Kagura stay. So it does make you wonder, like, what would actually happen to Erza if she hid in there one day, and what would happen if, like, Kagura and Simone were, like, reunited, with, like, how would things work? And, like, there was just tons of tears everywhere for, for Kagura. She pulls her out of the rubble and saying, you know what, I may have lost this. But then out of nowhere, I'm just, spoiler alert, like, freaking read the chapter beforehand. I'm probably gonna say that beforehand, in the description. It's like, freaking Minerva comes out of nowhere and stabs Kagura right through the chest. And with that, Minerva got all the points. She was she was such a beast then. If Kagura stays alive, I mean, I know that wasn't, like, the thing is, the sword got her, I think, somewhere, like, in the gut. It didn't get her in the heart or anything, so I don't think she'll be one of the ones dying in this supposedly in this arc. I mean, if it's one of the cats who's come, I can't even remember that freaking cat's name, but if one of the cats is mentioned on there, that's bullshit, that is. But, like I said, it's a mixed chapter. You got that part, and then you got the start, which is, like, the build up to the fight that everyone wants. Overall, I guess, if you compare, the fight was okay. It's been bearable from what we've been seeing, but, like, Hiro, just freaking hell, just the quality, man. The quality's gone down. it's freaking really annoying now. It's like, oh my god, I so cannot wait for this arc to end. I'm practically like that every week. I'm like that, saying, you know, just please end this arc now. Like, I don't care about these fights no more. I'm so getting to that position now. But overall, let me know what you guys think about this chapter. Personally, I found a lot of it was bullshit, but the end was really good. Like, but next chapter seems like it's going to be focusing on Natsu's group, so yay. But thank you very much for watching. You know, remember, strap Panda, Sana, and I'll see you next